Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. I am trying a new streaming software that will let me stream to all of our different socials at the same time. So hopefully someone's seeing this. I will find out afterwards. I'm not sure if it will tell me. It says I'm live, so we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update about what went on this past weekend, and what we're going to be doing next week, just in case you missed it from when I posted about it last night. As most of you probably know, $1 reward. Some of our activists in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina, were working on something there, and boy did they have an interesting situation there. So a little bit of backstory. There's a lady in Columbia, South Carolina named Erica Brown, and she has an organization called Be Kind, Be Great. So the police came out, told her she couldn't do that anymore. Said that if she came out and tried to help anyone that was in need again, she could be fined up to and put in jail for some period of time. And just to make this clear, she is not, partnered with universities, local universities, who have their students come and volunteer with her, and they get credit hours for that. She's partnered with churches, she's partnered with local sports teams, she's partnered with other charities and organizations. This is a pillar of the community who's helping those who are in the most need. For whatever reason, the police didn't like that, and so they came out and told her that she had to comply, and that she was blocking the thoroughfare of a sidewalk, even though there was plenty of room for people to go around where she was set up. She actually intentionally set up between two phone poles so that no one could argue she was in anyone's way, because the phone poles were already in the way of anyone walking, so she's kind of tucked in there. But anyway, they told her she had to stop. And so we found out about that, and we said, well, we know what we're going to do. So we blasted it out on social media and in the local press and all through Columbia, South Carolina, and online. We let people know, hey, you know that thing that the police told Erica Brown she can't do? We're all going to be going there and doing exactly that. So join us here at this exact time. So that's what we did. Our activists went out there. We had quite a few people that came out, and we fed and provided food, water, and basic necessities to everyone who asked for it, until there was no one left who, they'd get out there. The police would already know that we were going to be out there, because we had made it pretty clear we were going to be there, and they'd come out and try to make us stop. And they expected that many of them were going to be engaging in some good old-fashioned civil disobedience and simply refusing to comply with an order to not help their fellow human being. But the opposite happened. They got out there, they set up, started feeding folks and handing out stuff to anyone that wanted it. The police didn't show up. Another hour went by, continued doing it. Some of them were holding signs out saying, feeding the homeless should not be a crime, and police didn't show up. Another hour went by, still out there feeding people. Not really a line anymore, because just about everyone's already been fed. Police didn't show up. So eventually, at some point, a few hours later, the police did show up to let them know how much they loved what they were doing. So when the police got there, some of our activists offered them some food and water, because we were offering to feed anyone that showed up who wanted anything. And they declined, but they said, we love what you're doing here. We love every bit of it. That's interesting, because a couple weeks prior, you had said that you'd throw someone in jail and give them a fine if they did it. But anyway, now they really like it. They love everything we did. And since then, we've now found out that local officials, including the mayor and some city council members, have said that they want to work with Erica and that they also love what she's doing. And a city council member in Irmo, South Carolina, which, if you know the Columbia area, it's pretty much right there in between and beside Columbia. It's kind of it's basically part of Columbia. One of those city council members said they're going to start coming out every week if they can to help as well. Problem is, the offer that they're making to Erica is that they want her to do all of her events at this one facility instead of going out to where people are in need and providing it to them there. She would also have to buy a prohibitively expensive insurance policy, and she'd have to pay a cleanup fee, even though she always cleans up after them. They leave wherever they go cleaner than how it was when they got there. And she can't afford to do that and also help those in need. So the solution they've gone from saying you can't do this at all to saying, well, you can do it, but you have to do it the way we want you to do it, in a politically expedient way. And unfortunately, she's not in a position to do that, nor do we think that they have any right to tell us that we don't have a right to peacefully assemble. In fact, anytime that these different city rules on how you can or can't feed people have ever been challenged in courts, they always end up getting struck down as being unconstitutional. We have a First Amendment right to peacefully assemble, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. The few times like what just happened in Houston, where it's actually gone to trial, the juries just nullify it. What jury is going to say, yes, you should go to jail or pay a fine for voluntarily giving food and water to people who need it? That doesn't happen. So we are going to be going there this coming Tuesday. A week from today, we will be at the next city council meeting, where I'm going to do one of my favorite things, telling city council members what they're doing wrong and what they should be doing instead. And our message is going to be very clear. You are human beings. We are human beings. The people that we are helping are human beings. There is absolutely no reason that you should be stopping people from helping each other. You're showing a complete level of disrespect for the lives and boundaries of other people. It's something you would never do outside of your capacity as a government official. You would never walk up to someone who is trying to feed someone else and say, if you do that, I'm going to take your wallet and I'm going to kidnap you and put you in a cage. You'd never do that. So stop doing it in the capacity of as a government official. So we're going to go there and we're going to call for them to back off. And we hope that you join us next Tuesday, which is I believe the 15th. I'm not looking at a calendar, but I believe it's August 15th. But next Tuesday, starting at 3 p.m. at the City Hall in Columbia, South Carolina. We invite you to join us. We're going to have a small rally before the City Council meeting starts, and then we will be lining up for the City Council meeting and doing what we do best, giving local governments a piece of our mind until they back off and do the right thing. If you live in the Columbia, South Carolina area, not only do we invite you to do this, but we invite you to join Erica and our activists every Friday as they help people that are in need, or any Friday that you can, as they help people in need. You can go to bkbg.org and find out about their schedule and all of that stuff. But yeah, we hope that you will come out this coming Tuesday, next Tuesday. Today is this Tuesday. Next Tuesday, August 15th, starting at 3 p.m. at the City Hall in Columbia, South Carolina. If you can't help, we invite you to still help, or if you can't come out, we invite you to still help by sharing or reposting this video and letting people know about it. Tag people in the comments or replies that you know lives in or around the Columbia, South Carolina area. Let's get the word out to get as big of a crowd as we've gotten in some of the other places where we've spoken to city councils, and let's let this council know what the right thing is and what they need to be doing. So we hope that you join us for that, and I appreciate your time, and I will talk to y'all soon. Love y'all.